Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like... You know, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. And an early how do you do right there. They're going to bury him in the backfield.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Love. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
2nd down, Love.
At the 22-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, get away. Sponge, no. 17. Check 4.
They'll run on first down. Not. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Love. Past the 20. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's the option. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Andy Isabella, 71 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
His kick is
pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. To throw again. Love airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 77 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjusted series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
On the scramble. Brought down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Bengals 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
A gain of 2.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10.
Give him 32 on the play. Love, they go play action now. Looking here for Smith downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jordan Love, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The running back.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
And the Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
For the extra
Bryce Love, 32 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
good.
Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw for Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Bengals 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Being chased out left. He'll run it and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. We're down the clock.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4, Mike. Hey, screen. 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing again. Love. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, love to pass. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54
To throw again. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yards. First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out